this place so dry, no love to find. You're the only one that ever acts kind. They all after me, what's happening? I wish that you could see what I see. Your boyfriend's a douche that thinks he's cool and doesn't deserve a girl like you.
Hey guys, it's me, Naruto Uzumaki Whatever. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, I think almost a month, but hey, I've just been doing stuff on summer break, but I'm back right now, and as you can see, what if Naruto was the reincarnation of L from Death Note and neglected? God, I should probably shorten that title down. Okay, whatever. But so, last time, Neji had just been let into the root Anbu by, cause Naruto wanted to let Neji in, and, like the kind of squad leader for, Naruto's team in the root Anbu. Because Naruto was like a team captain, but then there was somebody who was above him. Because there was like different like directors that were under Danzo. And then like the directors had team captains, and Naruto was a team captain. So he was like directly above Naruto. And so like Naruto's director basically let Neji join. And so the last part, Naruto had just told Neji he had been let into the Anbu, and Neji's like, alright, I'll go pack my things. And Neji didn't have many things. He just had a few clothes. He had his headband. He had a few childhood toys, but he decided he would leave some, and he would just take one or two to remember them, and he was going to take his ninja tools. And he packed his things. It didn't take that long, and he went with Naruto, and Naruto grabbed him by the shoulder and body flickered back to the root Anbu base. Now, I'm going to say some of the Rookie 12 were walking by when they saw this. Hinata wasn't there, but Menma was there. Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, Sakura, and Sasuke. So, yeah, most of the Rookie 12. And since Neji just left and Naruto left, I'm going to need two people to replace them. No, I don't. I don't think so, at least. I think Sai will replace Neji or something. Yeah, Sai will replace Neji. How about that? And so, since Neji left in the first half of the exams, or left after the first half of the exams, someone is going to be chosen to fight in Neji's place, which would be Sai, since he replaced Neji. And so, instead, Menma is going to fight Sai. And so, they don't know that Neji's been replaced yet. Well, the whole, Rookie 12 or something, they don't know Neji's been replaced yet. They just thought that Ananbu was taking Neji to question him on something, and then just going to take him back. The first people to learn would obviously be Hizashi and the clan members that were there. They would need, and then the second would be I think it was, I forgot who Neji's, oh yeah, Guy. So, Guy, Rock Lee, and then 1010 would learn about it after the 2 weeks are out, and they go back to doing a few missions. Well, not missions, but they hadn't really seen Neji over the 2 week period where you're supposed to be training. And they just thought it was because he was training in the compound, or maybe they were just missing him. You know? So, when they go to take the exams, before they enter the building, Sai enters, and, Sai, it's Sai, he's just younger. And so, they ask him who he is, and he says, "Oh, I'm the replacement for Neji Hyuga." And they're asking what he means, and he's like, Rocky's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? Our teammate Neji's been replaced? What is he doing?" And Guy walks up behind them and basically tells them that it's just been informed that Neji was replaced because they don't know. He doesn't know, but he's just been replaced. And Guy was told he got moved to a different squad, which technically isn't a lie because he got moved to a squad in the Route Anbu. Right? But so, Naruto is going to be one of the Anbu there with the third Hokage. And since Neji's too new and, they haven't taught him too much yet, Naruto took him basically like 1 or 2 days after the 2 week training period. Even though, and they taught him a lot in that time, they still haven't taught him enough to where he could be one of the Anbu protecting the Hokage. So I'm going to say that 3 of the Anbu are just the normal ones that got picked in canon. So basically no names. And then the 4th one is Naruto. And so Neji's going to be learning some other techniques from other people. And besides learning them from other people, Naruto's going to try to teach him. Since he thinks that they're kind of similar, he could get through to him better. So Naruto's protecting him. And then he looks over at the Kazekage, and Naruto's been on a few missions, and he knows who the Kazekage is, and he knows that for sure can't be the Kazekage, because the Kazekage doesn't look like that. No, number one, but also because the Kazekage looked like Orochimaru, and since he was in the Route Anbu, he was letting in on a few of the village secrets. Because even though he was the Hokage's son, they didn't tell him about the village secrets because they thought he was too stupid and he'd just brag about it. But nah, Menma would. They learned that lesson when he told one of the village secrets, which is why they didn't tell him anymore. But so, Naruto got in on a few of the village secrets, and he knew about Orochimaru, what he looked like, what his characteristics were, how he talked, stuff like that. And he also knew he was working on immortality by, using different bodies and trying to get more powerful by, using clans with special jutsus. And so, he thought, well, he looks almost the same age as he did back then, so if that is Orochimaru, I'm taking my chances whenever my chances need to be taken, right? Because he's like, okay, maybe they just sent in like a substitute Kazakage because he was like sick or something, even though that doesn't seem viable. But maybe it's just like a substitute, right? But if anything starts getting out of hand and or like he tries to reach over and stab Grandpa Third with a kunai, then oh no, wait, I forgot, the third isn't the Hokage here. Well, so even though, dang, I just forgot, but so he remembers, he knows, even if it is the even if he doesn't like his dad, Menma, or not Menma, even if he doesn't like Minato, he doesn't like his dad, he doesn't think he's a good Hokage, he'd still have to protect him so that the village wouldn't be destroyed, because he does have a few people in the village he cares about. But so he's like watching for any movements because he knew that was probably Orochimaru. He didn't want to take his chances yet, but if anything started to happen, like I said, he would like absolutely destroy him. And so most of the fights go through like normal. Menma has a little trouble with Sai, no more than Naruto had with Neji, because Neji was, I feel like, basically he has a little bit of trouble with Sai. Sai shows him, so like, oh, there's some people with like really special techniques, and I'm not that special, and I need to actually try. I can't just be the Hokage's son and get by because my dad loves me. So he's going to actually start trying a little bit more. But he still thinks everyone isn't good enough compared to him. He's just thinking that this guy has a special jutsu and blah, blah, blah. So he has a little bit of trouble with Sai. Or no, not Sai. Menma wins. Mito, I'm going to say she goes up against Tamari. And Tamari cops out. Or no, wait. Tamari went up against Shikamaru, so no. She goes up against Sound I'm gonna say she goes up against one of the Sound Ninja. So Gaara didn't kill him. She goes up against him. She wins, like, almost effortlessly. Then Tamari fights Shikamaru, and Kankuro cops out of fighting Shino. And then so it's Sasuke versus Gaara, and they almost have to stop the match because Sasuke almost doesn't show up. But then so Sasuke pulls up. I'm gonna say everything goes normal except the match goes just a little bit quicker because Sasuke's trying harder because he's legitimately wanting to win right now, and so the match does go by just a little bit quicker because Sasuke is just a little bit faster and a little bit stronger than in canon right now. Still nowhere near compared to Naruto, though. So, Naruto is watching this match, and he's noticed that Gaara has a pretty cool Kekkei Genkai. Like, Naruto thinks that he wouldn't mind having that Kekkei Genkai, but he wants to know if Gaara is just, like, really special, or other people have that Kekkei Genkai too. Like, what's Gaara's clan? Because he's only heard Gaara say Gaara or Gaara of the Desert. So Sasuke pierces through like the dome, hurts Gara. Gara freaks out after seeing his own blood, and he goes to transform into Shukaku, or I think that's how you say it. And so the like Naruto knows about like the tailed beasts. He knows about like the 8 tails, 7 tails, 6 tails, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he doesn't know about the 10 tails though. Like he's not that smart. Like he's smart like L, but he doesn't know about things he couldn't possibly know about. But so he's like, okay, that kind of looks like the One Tails. Is he the One Tails Jinchuriki? That's why he got like this sand power. And so he realizes, wait, that is the One Tails. And so he's like, no, bro, this is like, because at this point it just looks like Gaara's freaking out, which is going to cause him damage to the village if he does transform into Shukaku. But he doesn't know if this is a planned attack. With like the sand village and like some other village or something. He's like, okay, this could just be a freak out. Like, unprompted. But then he sees like everyone passing out, and he sees like some sand shinobi doing like these signs. And yeah, and so he's like, alright, so this is a planned attack. Now I just need to know how many sand shinobi are here and if they're working with another village. Because it would be harder if there was more people. Because I'm skilled. I'm an Anbu. I'm a root Anbu at that. But I can't take on like 500 shinobi by myself. So I just got to know how many shinobi they got. Okay. And then so he counts Kankuro, Temari, Gaara, their instructor, and 2 others. And then he sees the sand. The sound guy got destroyed. So at this point, he knows of 5 that he has to take on. One of them having the One Tail, so a mini boss battle, he thinks. You know? And so he almost immediately after they leave, so they just can't do the jutsu again. Almost immediately after they leave, he undoes the jutsu and everyone wakes up instead of just a few people waking up, like Shikamaru. And so this time there's more, which is basically all of the rookie teams of Konoha that matter, and Naruto. Except Naruto body flickers to like right behind Kankuro, and Temari's carrying Gaara. I'm gonna say the leader is carrying Gaara, but then when he looks back and he sees that Naruto is basically right behind Kankuro, he he dips out, and so Temari and Kankuro look back because they saw he looked back, and so they see Naruto, and Kankuro goes to reach to unleash his puppets, and Naruto chops him in the neck, and then body flickers right in front of Kankuro, kicks him upwards, and then body flickers upwards, and then grabs Kankuro by his legs and slams him back down into the branch he was standing on, which was like a pretty thick branch, and he slams him with enough force to break the branch. So Kankuro lands on his back, and I'm gonna say his back is kind of like some of the bones in his back are broken. So Kankuro is gonna be out for the rest of Naruto, and he'll be fine though he'll probably be fine by the start of Naruto Shippuden. But so uh, tomorrow sees this, and I'm like, I don't want to fight that thing. Like, this dude just chopped my brother in the neck, teleported in front of him, kicked him up so high that it went past, like, the tallest of the tallest trees, and then slammed him back so hard that it broke the tree branch. So she kind of surrenders. Naruto's like, good. Now, where is your sensei going? And she says to the south side, right 3 miles in front of the south side gate of the Leaf Village. And so Naruto teleports there, and he sees that the sensei is already laid out, and he's like, dang it, at least Shinobi already got here and took care of this? Cool. And then he sees Gaara, and he's like, aight, so no, at least Shinobi probably didn't take care of this. He took care of his own sensei. Well, okay. And so he goes up, and he goes to fight Gaara, except then some of the Rookie 9 come. I'm going to say the Rookie 9 that come are Choji, Shikamaru, Sakura, Sasuke, Mito, and Menma. So quite a few more. Shikamaru tries to shadow possess Gaara, except it only works for like 30 seconds. So he's out for the count. Choji stands a little bit more of a chance, but then it's also, he's not a match for Gaara unless he took like the 3 pills again, and he can't do that now. And then also Sakura just gets trapped, and Naruto doesn't really care about Sakura. He's like, finally, she's gonna get what she deserves. But then he realizes, oh dang, I also have to save them, otherwise, death. And Naruto hates the Leaf Village, but he doesn't think they should all die. Just experience like 6 months of torture, and then with like 0 breaks. And so Naruto goes over and kicks Gaara in the back, and then Gaara gets like shot forward at the Rookie 9, so they have to like hop out of the way, and then Naruto body flickers in front of Gaara, except Gaara grabs him, so Naruto kicks his leg up, and a kunai, or like a ninja star that's a little bit bigger, or like a ninja star, comes like flying out of nowhere, and basically he had like a seal, or basically he couldn't grab any weapons since Gaara grabbed him and basically was holding his arms so that he couldn't grab any of his weapons. But he basically like kicked up a kunai so that it cut part of the sand, like the big sand arm off, and Gaara had to drop him because it was cut off. But then so after Naruto got out and Gaara regrew it, and so Sasuke and Menmo are thinking at the same time, who is this guy stealing my thunder? Like, I'm the best here. All the girls are supposed to look at me like, he's the best and it's so cool. And he's just destroying, he's like fighting this dude. And I'm not even fighting this guy. Like, he is. But so, Sasuke is like, step out of the way, bozo. I'm gonna fight him. And so he activates his Tutomo. I think it was Tutomo. Tutomo Sharingan. And he starts fighting Gaara. Except Gaara doesn't play no games, and pimp slap Sasuke so bad that he got demolished all the way to the south side gate of the Leaf Village. And Menma was like, I'm not trying to fight that. Because Menma, he does want to look cool. But he's also, a coward. And so, he's like, I'm not fighting that thing. He's an Anbu. Let's just watch him fight. And so they, back up to watch Naruto fight. And so Naruto's, dodging attacks from Gaara. And then he's thinking of, he's thinking of a strategy. He's thinking of it as a game of chess. And so he's going to go to the side of Gaara where he hasn't, transformed yet. Because I remember on one side-ish, he was transformed. So Naruto's going to go to the weaker side and, stab his side or something. He's going to place a seal on him so that he can't move. And then he's going to place a seal so that he can't use Chukaku. And so he dashes over, dodging attacks from Gaara, and then places a seal on him so that he can't move. And he knows that the seal could only last for a certain amount of time with the amount of strength that Gaara has, and the fact that he wasn't fully trained on seals yet. So he decides to just get this done and over with. And he grabs the seal, or he does the seal on Gaara's back. And I'm going to say it's double the power of the seal that Orochimaru used on Naruto when they were fighting in the woods in Canon. So it's a double the strength of that, so it's super strong. And so Naruto, so then Gaara falls unconscious, and Naruto's sweating and then he looks over, and he did realize that they were there. He kind of realized it, but then he realizes, oh, they're actually here. And so he just before they could even say the first syllable of a word, he body flickers away. Hold up. Okay, yeah, that looks like it's gonna be about it. Well, I'm Nagato Uzumaki, and peace.